I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to walk you through one of my thumbnail sketches here, a little larger though so you guys can see it. Just framing out what I'm going to do. And now I'm lightly sketching out the actual overall mapping of the area. I've got a little bit of perspective in my drawing. The trees are in the foreground here, the first couple of ones, and as you get further back, you see a bit of a horizon line back there. That's considered the middle ground, and then there's plant life beyond that. But it's light sketch first, really, really light. And then on the left here are some plant life that I'm going to add in. Part of it is lighter, and so I'm going to do less lines, and then there's a row behind it, curvature, with some more lines to add a darker value. So this is just about not light hitting it, but the actual color of the plant life. And then right behind that are these vertical, whimsical, kind of really light, airy things, and so I put in light lines behind there vertically. They somewhat move in the wind if they were blowing. And so I'm going to now, as I got a basic outline of what I've got in my land thumbnail, I'm going to start to darken in some areas. So that's going to start to differentiate the value overall, the different tones you're going to see. I do know that I have a dark side on the right, and there's some light coming from the left, so you'll start to see. And that's dirt that I'm kind of shading in. That was darker than the plant life. And then as I work through this, I'm just going to continue now to build in the value based on the light that's hitting it and the shadows that get casted. Underneath the trees there, I'm putting in the casted shadows. Even though there are also no circle areas, that's just mulch. So that is darker than the grass. And I'll put some more value in that a little bit. And then the grass overall, I can't leave it white. So I'll eventually shade in some areas. Excuse me. You'll see I'll take my pencil and start to add in some branches as well. Some of the trees are a little more developed where we can see the tops of them. You can see further in the back, but up close, of course, we can't see the tops of it. It's just our perspective. So what I was noticing in your guys is there was a lot of shallow sketches. They were really forward and there was not a lot of depth. And so in the end, we wouldn't necessarily want to look at that. We'd bypass that quickly. And then some of them were really nice, had a lot of depth in them, but then they were lacking the value. So we just need to enhance that. And you often hear me say in the classroom, I need you to add more value. And that's usually the typical answer. So no one's wrong. It's just we have to push ourselves. As I keep going back to this, I look for more places where I can add value. So this is a thumbnail, and I've seen a lot from you guys, and I appreciate you guys doing your personal best while we're off at this time. It's an activity for you to do. It's something we probably would have done in the nature area when we go back to school. So this is kind of gives us some practice. You are going to do a picture based on one of these drawing thumbnail sketches. Of course, we want to select the one that has the best interest. It makes us look around more than just glancing at it and being over. So you're going to go back and take a look at all the ones you've done. And then I'm going to develop this one in a final drawing, just kind of like we did that still life in the classroom with the pumpkins. We did the thumbnail sketches, and then we looked at all the different positions and picked one we liked the best. And then we did a final drawing. So we did that larger on a full size 8.5 by 11 and added value. That's what's going to happen here. Same practice. So you understand that because we've done it before. This time it's just with looking out your window. After that, we are going to take that final sketch and make it a final drawing, developing it with more value and more accuracy.